Stop number 6 on the Douglas County Roadshow out at Oakland High School for an early morning practice as they wrap up two-a-days. And joining me is head coach Ben Lane. And Coach, you guys are getting ready for the start of season, wrapping up two-a-days. And so far, how have things been going for the Oakland Okers?
Going good. It's kind of I would say a rebuilding year. And we're still kind of feeling out the team and trying to find those leaders and who's going to lead us this season, and getting a feeling for what kids can do. And
you graduated a couple of big seniors for you, Angus Swan, Hayden Snow, a couple of those well-known names from the Oakland program that had at least some of the experience when you guys were back running to make those runs towards state championships. So now, like you said, you're looking for some leadership. Has there been anybody that has started to kind of step up into that role so far for you?
Yeah, it's a unique situation. We're down to 2 seniors this year, so it's a small class, so we're going to have to look into those underclassmen to be the leaders. And so far, some of the kids that have stepped up have been Andrew Harrington and Parker Shepard. They're both sharing quarterback duties, running back duties, and we're kind of swapping them all around. And Sam Arts, one of the lone returning seniors, is stepping up, and a different type of leadership, but they're getting a little more comfortable with it every day.
I know Andrew Harrington is a name that most Oakland Oker fans might remember from last year, as he was back there in the backfield for you guys. Was he a freshman last year?
Yes, and he was a freshman. And for a kid to grow up that fast on the football field's rough. And he's adapting well and doing a great job of it.
Is it nice to be able to have a guy in the backfield for a second straight year like that for you? Even though he's still a young guy, only a sophomore back there, is it nice to have a guy that's got the experience back there and helping run that offense?
Absolutely. Having your quarterback back any year is nice, and Andrew's a smart kid, and he's kind of a natural leader. He's just young, and having last year under his belt in the playoff run, and coming into this summer and this fall, he was able to step in and run the offense for us. So we're not much farther ahead because of Andrew, and we can already get into our audible systems, and having that knowledge base back there makes it a lot easier.
And then you mentioned Parker Shepard stepping in, a transfer here from Roseburg for you guys. Has that been able to add the depth that you'd like to see back there? Obviously, you mentioned that he might get a chance to see some snaps back there as well. What has he been able to bring to you at that quarterback position?
He's an athlete, and we need athletes. And this is, if any year in the last 5-6 years, this is the year. And Parker's stepped in well. He's along with Trey Crawford, they both stepped in, being transfers and fit in, and that's the biggest thing right away, is that they fit in with the kids, and they've adapted well to our system, and they're definitely both going to be assets back there.
As you look at what you guys bring out there on the field, what do you see as some of the strengths for this Okers team in 2015?
Speed. We're big up front, but again, we're inexperienced up front, so we're going to take some lumps. That they're not kids that are going to be satisfied with getting beat up front. So I think they'll get better every week, and I think you guys will see that. And by the end of the year, I expect them to be a seasoned line and leading the charge. We'll go as far as they do.
I know that, obviously you guys have set high expectations here with winning state championships recently. And last year things ended before you guys wanted to, and I know some injuries came into play into that as well. But do you feel like having a younger team and most of those guys back this year, that those guys had that hunger to try and get past where they got to last year and get a deep run into the postseason?
Yeah, you would hope so. You'd think that experience of going to the playoffs and that feeling that you get when it's all over would drive them, and I think some of them it has. And again, I think some of them are young enough still that it hasn't really set in what they're going through and the experience they're getting here at Oakland High School. And I think it will. And it's taken a little bit longer because of that youth, but in the end, I think it'll all work out for us.
When you look at league play, conference play out there this season, what are going to be some of the biggest tests for you guys in league play?
The 2 biggest tests are going to be right out of the gate with Monroe. It's our first league game. It's our 3rd game of the year, and it's a definite challenge every year. Well coached, great kids, great team, year in and year out. And Lost River, they returned their whole backfield. They lost a lot of linemen, but anytime you get your entire backfield back, you're going to have good things going on. Fortunately for us, we have them at home, which is kind of a bonus. That's a long ride, and we're looking forward to both those games.
All right, Coach. Well, hey, good luck this season, and we look for the best for the Oakland Okers.
Thank you much.
All right.